So hey all my peeps, this be Chicken Man here, and today we are back for the second episode of Season of 12 Colors. It's more chill, it's more listen to this great little music box go on. See what this young girl that came to the tree was. The sun had been exceptionally bright that summer. It was just before the hottest hour of noon. I was relaxing under a tree, trying to enjoy the cool shade for a moment. That was how I met the girl. Yet there was more to it. Had I met her somewhere else before? And what was her name?
是茉莉呀。
Name's Jasmine. Wide-brimmed straw hat, pure white dress, in the beautiful summertime sunshine. The girl smiled when she told me her name. Ah, now I could recall it. I did meet her last time when I came to my uncle's house. Her name was Jasmine. She was a girl living in the neighborhood, about the same age as me.
是的，终于想起来了呀。
Her voice was full of glee. Finally, you do remember me now, don't you?
真的是好久没见了呢。
Such a long, long time since then. We'll have to figure out... She wandered around in a dance-like steps, turning a bit in circles. But there was still something. It seemed to me that she had hardly changed at all after all these years. Or wait, did she even grow shorter? I made fun of her for this.
才不会啦。
That's total nonsense, apparently. Hey, don't pick on people for shortness. Jasmine pouted and stomped lightly.
人家有好好的长个子啊，真是的。
Apparently I'm getting taller, something you can try to do. Do your stretches. And
因
then
为
she
你是
added,
男孩子，所以长得太高了啦。
just because you're a boy, doesn't mean you have the right to grow this tall. I had to admit, I was a bit too tall for my own good. The year I entered junior high, I had reached 175 centimeters, let's see, 2.5 centimeters in an inch divided by 175 divided by 2 for... Wait, why would I do that? 175 divided by 25 is much easier, which is 4 plus 3, which is 7. Now I guess I was well over 180. Back then I was the one reaching for what everyone else couldn't. Okay. That is actually pretty tall. Let me look that up real quick, actually. Oh, I don't have my trusty phone. I'll put it in post. You guys don't want to listen to me math on, probably. Wait, what was that?
拿，
Oh,
一起来玩
jeez, I
吧。
just skipped that. Come, let's play together? Jasmine skipped in front of me and looked up. Excuse me, how old were you? The way her eyes lit up with the word play made her look like a very, very young child. I was not really one to judge, though. But talking of together, was there anyone else here that could play with us? I asked her.
没有啦，
No
一
one.
直都是我们两个人啊。
It had always been just the two of us? Really, I don't remember none of the sort. Those huge eyes flickered as she answered my question. So my memory tricked me, yet I still felt like there had been someone. A child a little younger than both of us.
哇哇！
Ah. Whoa. Jasmine jumped with a start. She grabbed my hands hastily and then, before I could protest, was dragged into a bush. Hey, what's wrong? I almost shouted out loud. But Jasmine had put a finger against her lip, shaking her head, gesturing me to keep quiet. What's going on? Clueless, I looked in the direction she was looking. There were no tigers or bears that happened to walk by, not even agricultural trackers. Just a bunch of kids, 7, 8-year-olds. Chattering, they ran off. This is curious, to say the least. Piqued my interest. The kids went out of sight. The girl beside me let out a sigh in great relief. Hey, don't tell me you had to hide from them. Just a bunch of kids?
是的。
Yeah? She came back out on her hands and knees. She looked a bit embarrassed, placing her hand on her straw hat to keep it from falling. What do you mean, yes? Had you not been such a little girl, I would have flicked her on the forehead. Flicked her on the forehead? What for? How come she got so scared by kids so much younger than herself? I couldn't believe it.
对不起。
I'm sorry. Jasmine apologized timidly.
我不太习惯人多的地方。
Okay, I can agree with that. Crowded places are not my scene either. I actually have, like, pretty bad anxiety in crowds. She stole glances at me. Her voice trailed off. I put down my hand. How old were you again? And even for those kids, simply making friends with them would be fine. It would have been so easy.
那个呢？
Jasmine kept silent while she listened to my preaching. Only after I finished, she spoke almost in a
我的
whisper.
朋友啊，
Friends? Her head lifted.
就只有一个人而已。
I only had one friend. She smiled softly, a faint blush coloring her cheeks. No, that's the end of chapter 1. Anyways, guys, to be continued. Make sure to, like, comment and such if how much you're liking these types of videos. I'm short in length, but I find the story quite interesting, or all that. Just make sure to tell me what your opinions are, and if your interest is piqued as well. So, with that, see ya, my peeps. This be Chicken Man out. Bye bye.